Good morning, guys. There is a tree surgeon cutting down the tree that like hides my flat, so it's literally made it so open. It was what gave me privacy. It was this beautiful tree outside my window and there's someone cutting it down. I'm very upset about this. So sad. Anyway, you don't need to know that. That's not gonna make your day any better, but I thought I wanted to not ever do like a full makeup tutorial because I think that would take forever. But every time I'm going to show you something that I do different. So I'm going to do my base with you today. I'm going to do the Dior Backstage. I wear this as concealer. I wear the shade 2N. And the NARS concealer. This is the shade Vanilla Light. I'm going to be wearing a bit more than usual today because I am shooting for Label. I'm going to be shooting the new earrings. If they're out when this video is live, I will link everything. I'll show you when I shoot as well. I really need a haircut. I've not been the hairdressers in so long. I've got a real fear of the hairdressers. It's a phobia. I can't explain it. And last time I went to the hairdressers, the guy just had a cigarette and literally all I could smell was this cigarette hands in my hair. And I just thought, no. I don't know what it is. I hate looking at my mirror, at my hair. I don't know. I just would rather not go. So I might buy some hairdressing scissors and my mum could just give it a whirl next time I'm home. Okay, so I literally just put the lightest coverage on this. I'm feeling rough today, I'm not gonna lie. So if I look rough, this is a great way, you can see this is a great way to cover it up. I've not had a good sleep, like with how busy I was the past few days. And I had to wake up this morning because I had something being collected, so, oh no, yeah, I had to put parking on the car at 9 o'clock. Could have done with a sleep till 11 really. That would have sorted me right out. So with the laser I had at the clinic in Holland Park, the pigmentation will become darker before it goes away. So it brings all like the pigmentation to the surface. So all those pigmentation marks that I was like wanting to get rid of will be darker for probably, I reckon, I don't know this factually, but if I remember last time, it's like about a week, 2 weeks, something like that. And then it just goes, my skin is so dry. I need a good steam moisturizer session. So yeah, when I do shoots, I literally cake everything in foundation just to get like a real airbrush look. But in real life, oh no, that's the wrong one. In real life, I kind of let my skin be more natural. If you ever see me shooting out and about, I always look like a clown because I've got so much on. It's just the way it always has been. On camera, a lot of makeup looks better sometimes. Yeah, like all my pigmentation here is quite dark today, so we're gonna whack that foundation on. I do really hate that feeling of a lot of foundation. I don't know, I just feel so much nicer when my skin is breathing. But because I'm shooting up close, like an up close ad today, we are gonna make sure we're looking flawless. Baby Girl, don't know if any of you seen it. If you would like my 2 cents about the review, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. The storyline wasn't that great, to be honest. I got a bit bored. It was weird, but honestly, I kind of, like, it wasn't shocking to me. I feel like I've seen it all. But I'm glad it was like a woman being weird, because I think men get such a bad rep, but I feel like some women are weird too. You know? Like, I actually didn't really understand what fetish she had in the end. If you guys want to see it, maybe fast forward this bit. Yeah, I was like, what? So what's the kink she had? Was it like she was into young boys, or I don't know, humiliation? What was it? And actually, don't answer that. I don't want those comments on my video. I'll get flagged by YouTube for inappropriateness. Okay, don't comment that. But yeah, I was underwhelmed. But I thought the acting was great. I love going to an everyman cinema. They're just the best. Ordering food and watching a film is like so good. Okay, so now I go in with the Beauty Blender and the NARS lighter shade. And this, I think, is what makes the biggest difference. This is like the airbrushed vibes. I think as you get older, the under eye is this tricky one to master. Like, I think when you're in your early 20s, you just slap it all on underneath your eye and like you don't worry about the creasing and stuff. But I kind of put a lot here and put a lot here and not much in that middle section. Because that middle section is where that happens. That happens, you know? Which honestly is very, very normal. I feel like it would be weird if that didn't happen. Like when I love that Cameron Diaz is back. Like I feel like the mature women at the moment are really getting the publicity that like that age group of women have never had before, and I'm all here for it. Like I would rather see, let's say, Cameron Diaz like that on the screen than someone young, because there's so many women the same age as her. Do you know what I mean? That, like, us women that are getting like more mature. Like I'm in my late 30s now, or no, I'm not, I'm 36, so I'll still count that as mid-30s. Like I want to see what they were. I want to see how they do their makeup. It's like as if years ago this group of women were just forgotten about, as if like we weren't. But I think the industry have realised like there's such, obviously they're making money out of these women, and like there's such a market for it, which I think is fantastic. But I think it's interesting, the ones that I think look the best aren't the ones that have like frozen their face in time. I think Kate Winslet looks phenomenal, and I think Cameron Diaz looks fantastic. Like the movement in their faces is beautiful to see. Like when it's like too frozen, I think it starts to look a bit weird. So there is something beautiful about like aging skin, and obviously it's such a privilege. On that note, we're getting my family dog put down, which is so sad. Makes me really sad. Oh, don't cry though. He's such a little, honestly, he got me through some of my hardest times. I'm so, yeah, for him to not be a present anymore when I go home, super sad. But you know what, he's old. I always remember when I was miserable at this time. It's probably one of the lowest parts of my life. It's at the very start of this journey, and I'd just come out of a horrific relationship and it ended in a really brutal way. Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. This is good on Yuka, clean, beauty friendly. Charlotte Tilbury, surprisingly, I don't know why I say surprisingly, because I think it's because the packaging is jazzy. But a lot of Charlotte Tilbury is actually very good on Yuka. Dior bronzer. I haven't checked this. I don't want to know because I really enjoy all the products, so I really don't want to know. I put bronzer above the cheekbone. Not in it, above it. I feel like that really helps lift the face. Yeah, my family dog, it's actually my sister bought him. My mum and my sister bought him, so it's slightly my sister's, but he lives at my mum and dad's house pretty much most of the time. Well, for the major part of his life, he's lived at home. I remember I didn't want to get out of bed. I was probably not depressed because there was reasons why I was so down, but like I remember he'd come up the stairs and lick me until I would get up. Like he just would sit there like, Auntie Laura, get up, get up. And he just would not leave my side. Like he was such an empath. Like when you were sad, he'd like make sure you were okay, or just be there for like support. I've never forgotten that. But he's going demented, so, and he's incontinent and he doesn't sleep, he barks all the way through the night, so he fell into a lake yesterday because he couldn't see where he was going. He's blind, he's deaf, I don't know, it's just, when's the right, it's such a hard decision, isn't it, because you have to do it yourself. Like you have to get the dogs put down. I don't, like, it's not my decision to make, thank God, because I don't think I could ever make it, but it is what it is. I think it's more humane to put them down or to let them struggle on, like we can see that he's in pain and stuff. So yeah, really strong, but it's okay. Fenty Beauty, again, we're going to go up from the bronzer, because I think if it's lower and the blusher is lower, it drags the face down, so obviously you want to counteract gravity and pull it up. And then I kind of run that through the brows as well. I'm not going to do my brows with you today because that can be next video. And then do your highlight. I pop the highlight at the top of the blush. So again, it's all like up, up, up. And then I actually put it underneath the brows as well, but we've not got to that point. So just to finish off the base, and I'm not really a fan of contouring, but I do this little trick on the nose with the bronzer. So this isn't like a very dark bronzer, it's Dior Forever Natural Bronze Glow 32 Pink Bronze. I just slimmed out, like do 2 lines on the nose. I actually think this makes such a difference, you know? And then I do a little around there. I think this really lifts the nose, what I'm about to do. I do like a little line across it. I think it makes it look pixier, is that the word? So I make it, so my nose is a bit blobby, I think, like it's got a blob on the end of it. A cute blob, like a little noddy. But I think doing that line really just makes it more like kind of vibe. And then I like contour the Cupid's little bow bit. And then I contour around the lips. And then underneath. And then blend that out. So that's how I kind of do the base, and then I'm going to shoot. I look so different without lipstick. I really want to get my lip blushed in again. My lips go so pale, but that's kind of the base. I'm going to do the brows and the lips and finish off the eyes, and I'll come back to you. I'm going to be that typically British person again. I think I do a weather report for you guys every single time I turn this camera on. Today's weather, we started off with bright sunshine and we've now got a thunderstorm coming in like a half an hour difference. It'll probably be sunny by the time I finish this talking to you in about 10 minutes time. I'm just gonna do my lips. My good old faithful Pixie Petra Au Natural. I've literally worn this since the dawn of this YouTube channel. I think it's discontinued or it's sold out. Like all the other colours are there except the Au Natural. I'm a bit upset, don't know where to get it from. Or you've got any suggestions of a similar shade of a matte lip from any other brand, let me know, because I want to try. I need to replace. It's just such the perfect colour for my skin tone, I think. I have to say, guys, I know my channel has taken a bit of a change. And obviously I just have let you into my life, haven't I? But I have to say, I have never felt more happy on the internet than right now. And I think especially as the Instagram grew and I was so renowned for those strut videos and this certain style and the bouginess and like this whole, it was kind of like this whole old money aesthetic is my Instagram. Like my Instagram looks bougie as hell, and I think if you didn't know me and you saw my Instagram, you'd think I like would ride in on with a horse-drawn carriage or something. And I felt like I got like, I just don't, how do I put this? There was comments like basically saying that I'm obviously not that person, or like I'm poor as hell, or I live in a povo flat, etc, etc. And like people really hated the fact that I was cosplaying and stuff, and it left me in like a really weird place. Or people like when she opens her mouth, she's just so northern and like brass. I don't think anyone used the word brass, but that's what they were insinuating. So I always was really scared to be me, I think. Or like, did people follow me for the bouginess? And if I opened my mouth and this semi-scouse came out, would they like judge me for, I don't know, it was as if they couldn't figure out that the two things could be the same. But I love the fashion, the creativity and the different trends, and like what I do on Instagram is just creative like artwork to me. And I am always gonna be so down to earth. Like I got gifted a driver in London for a few months and I never used it. I would rather get the tube or the bus. Like I felt more at home on the tube and the bus, and I quite often do that. Like I would rather ride my bike than drive a nice car. I am always going to be that northern girl that is just normal, and I have a mouth on me and I say the wrong things probably all the or like just things that I really shouldn't. Like I think it's a northern trait. We're so brutally honest, but we mean it in the nicest possible. I think it's a northern trait. We just say whatever's in our head, and I'm not posh, and I never want to be, and I never aspire to be posh. Like I love my roots, I love where I come from, like, and I think if I did ever become above my station, my family would just take the piss out of me. So yeah, I feel like you get to see the real me here on YouTube, and I enjoy it here. Because I ain't bougie as hell. I mean, I am a little bit. I mean, I got an Aston Martin outside my house and I really enjoyed driving that. That was fun. But I also don't, like, it doesn't, well, I don't think any of it affects me. I don't think I ever see things as making you better than anyone else. Like, I see no difference in driving the Aston Martin and then getting the tube. Like, I actually did the shoot with Aston Martin on Bond Street and then got the bus home. Like, however much money I make, wherever I am in life, I'll always get the bus home. that's the moral of my person. That's like the thing of my personality. Like, I don't ever see it myself as being above my station, let's say. And I like that about me. I don't ever want that to change. Like the Hermes bags, like they're nice and I wouldn't say no. But I also don't aspire to have one really. Like just like I love seeing them, and I'm like, when people have them, I'm like, oh show me, but like I don't see any difference in that Hermes bag to like one from River Island that I've got up there. Like if it's a nice bag, I like more. I don't think the Hermes bags and these things make you better off than anyone else. I don't know. I think maybe it's a northern thing. I just don't think those things that up there are as important. Watch me next month having an Hermes bag. For me, for instance, I froze my eggs rather than buying this. Egg freezing cycle is pretty much the same as a Hermes bag. So I froze my eggs twice. And that to me was a no-brainer over buying myself a handbag. I don't think I've ever really talked about that, have I? Can't remember. I know one of you asked me, it was like, you started vlogging and then you just didn't follow up on it. I don't know if I told you, it went really wrong. And I stopped because I was like, I don't know how to tell this story. Because I think I was like 1 in a million people that it went wrong for. In the words of my doctor, he'd never seen it before. It was quite a hard pill to swallow because I was in good working order. Like my AMH, which is how fertile you are, was super good, especially for my age. Like I had loads of eggs there, my uterus, my everything was tick tick tick. Like I was in such good working order, and that's what I've taken away from it. Like I have the ability to have kids naturally, probably for well into my 40s, because that was the state of my situation. But I was immune to the drugs, and they'd never seen it before. The words of my doctor was like, it's as if I'm injecting water. Like I just didn't react to them. So you have to, like, the egg stimulation drugs make things grow, and yeah, they just couldn't, my body just almost rejected the drugs, which is no surprise to me because, you know, I'm allergic to everything, things don't work. I think I've got a very sensitive immune system, pros and cons to that. But yeah, I spent a lot of money for something that I didn't get a great outcome from no part other than the medicine. I think it's such a new industry. I don't think the science is quite there yet. So yeah, I collected eggs. I've got enough. I've definitely got enough. If the gods are in my favour when or if I ever go to use them, I've got enough to maybe have a family, or one baby at least. But I should have got a lot, and I just didn't. I've come to terms with it now. I've like drawn a line under it. I won't be doing it again. I think it really screwed up my body a lot. Like afterwards, I was really having a weird reaction to alcohol. Like I think I just talked about it lately. I was getting horrific like alcohol poisoning, but the drugs, obviously drugs go out your body through your liver and stuff, and I think it might have affected it a bit. Like I was vomiting and like really having, from like a couple of sips of wine, I was like having equivalent to a hangover from like a bottle of vodka. It was just not normal. But that seems to, I was getting a horrific headache. Like the aftermath of getting my body back was quite a lot. And then I did it again. I had the hair loss, which honestly all around here fell out. It's just about growing back now. I feel like you can see. Like, but there was a time where I looked really bald in places, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm super proud of myself for doing it, and I really, like, even now after it went wrong, I'm still probably would have done it again. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I just have to take away that I'm in good working nick. And hopefully I'll get a green flag man come across my path soon. It makes me laugh, all this narrative. Do you know what sorry, I've gone off on a tangent. Turn this camera on and talk for England. I hate this narrative that there's certain podcasters that are male. There's this real group of male podcast people that probably have a mic with no one even opposite. And it's like giving these men a platform that have a real inner hatred towards women. I can sense it a mile off. I won't name names, but you'll know the ones I mean probably. And they'll say so they'll probably have a big male audience, and they'll say things like, the rich women are getting divorced more. The divorce rate is higher for women that earn more, so they're trying to like do this narrative, which is true. Richer women are getting divorced more, just because they can leave. Like that's the other narrative. If you've got the money to leave a toxic relationship, a woman is going to. If you haven't got the money to leave, they have to stay. So that's why richer women are getting divorced more. But these male podcasters spin it in a way that's just so toxic towards women. It really infuriates me. And I see my male friends, the young male friends, like liking these videos, and I'm like, I can't. Can you not see the toxicity or the misogyny that's happening here? The one that I hate, the top 10% of men get all the women. They've got so many options, and all the incel men are never having sex. And it's like, who's the top, what are the top 10% of men? Who do you think the top 10% of men are? Because I think women's actual top 10% of man and men, what men think of the top 10% of man are two completely different things. I reckon if you asked these male podcasters, what does this top 10% of man look like, they'll be like, stacked, ripped, in the gym, like look good, 6'2", like. But actually I think women just want green flags. Like, give me the top quality of a man that I want is an emotionally intelligent one that is kind and supportive. Like, I couldn't actually care less whether he had a six-pack or not. And it's like, on dating apps it's different because you only get a picture. So you're judging someone on a picture, but as soon as we go on our first date with that red flag six-pack man, he's not getting a second one. So it's leaving us all really in a weird place. Like, I really wish dating apps would do videos, because I think it's really, really obvious as soon as you have one conversation with, or like see a red flag man talking, that yeah, it's not good. But yeah, that really annoys. I don't know why I got onto that topic. Turn on the camera to show you my base layer, and I've gone off on a tangent talking about women's empowerment again. I really need a podcast, don't I, where I just need to chat about this stuff. But you know, struggling with me 3 platforms as it is, to add another one, I don't even know how it would go. Okay, glam is on. I am just about to shoot the earrings now. I feel like it looks all a lot more bougie than it is. Like, I'm just going to shoot against this back wall. The sunglasses one I shot against this back wall. The things that I can do in this flat, honestly. This is the setup. Very unsophisticated setup here. But yeah, finished glam. I've actually put on a lipstick from Christian Louboutin. I don't know if it's discontinued though. Any recommendations of a peach lip that's in stock would be fantastic. I'm gonna set you up so you can kind of see the outrageousness that happens on a shoot, when I try and shoot stuff. I'm gonna try and prop you up so you can see the ridiculousness of what goes down in this flat. Main fashion piece of this little shoot that I'm doing is the Roche Sherry hat. Now, this is very simple. Well, this is going to be my new hat that I strut in. This skirt is ASOS, very long time ago. And this Holland Cooper knit with the power shoulders, fantastic. This belt is ASOS as well. Jewellery or Label Collective, but this is going to be what I'm shooting. So, if you wondered. If you've been here for a long time, he was in all the start of my videos on my YouTube channel. Monkey's my family dog. He's being put down tonight. It is so sad. Guys, it's the next day. I honestly... I'm gonna cry. I just done all my makeup. I'm gonna cry again. Oscar got put down last night. I'm so sad about it. It's really, like, I feel like when a dog passes away, like, it seems not as, to anyone that's not had a, I don't even know how to put this into words. Like, I feel absolutely gutted, heartbroken, as much as if he was a real human. And like, when you say your dog's dead, your dog died, I don't think I try not to think about it, because as soon as I think about it, it makes me want to cry. I'm going home on Monday and I literally am dreading going home, because there's going to be such a huge space where he wants... Honestly, I can't... Like, I know he was old and it was his time, but I bloody love that dog. Anyway, this is my kitchen, by the way. I don't think I've ever showed you the kitchen. It's, yeah, a bit basic. This is my new pan. Pride place on the kitchen stove. I will actually do, I know a lot of you asked, I will actually do a what I eat in a day and stuff. But I've just got a parcel to unbox with you, because I want you guys to see it before I put it on Instagram, because I know things go out of stock. Just to let you know, Label Jewellery is launching tonight as this video goes live. So the first piece in the collection is the ones that I've been banging on about for a long time. I think you'll get some sneak peeks of the other things that are dropping, but number one in the collection are these beautiful gold earrings that I have been... Maybe I'll put in a picture of the overlay, because I feel like my nails are horrible as well. So I'm like, look at this, and it's like me manky nails. I'm trying to let them grow as much as I can before I remove them. Okay, let me pop these on. I just think that I was really looking for, I like a gold earring. It's very in with like my old money aesthetic, when I have my hair up in a bun and stuff, or like with my hat. I don't know, I just always wanted that little bit of gold without it being like too big an earring. And I didn't want it to be a stud. I wanted like that something in between. So I feel like it's still really, really delicate, but it has oomph to it. I don't know, I really enjoy them, clearly, because it's my collection. But there's no pre-order, so you can get it delivered ASAP, and it retails at £35. So I'll leave the links to it. The sunglasses have sold out now. I've had a few questions about them. They will be coming back, plus more, in the spring. So like in March, I think we're aiming for something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support. It's a new company. I'm just getting my foot, what's it called? I'm just learning as I go along. So yeah, thank you for the support, and hopefully, yeah, it gets me really excited, this kind of stuff. It's always what I wanted to do. So yeah, thank you. And oh, I wasn't meant to cough then. I feel like for the past few days, I've been trying not to, I'm not ill, but I feel like my body's fighting something off. I feel the tax bill, January 31st, the dog died, I'm on my period, and I'm trying not to get ill. It's like January is Januarying again. So yeah, I love them. Anyway, I've turned this camera on this morning. Let me put the other one in whilst I talk to you. Turn this camera on this morning because I don't know where the hole is. Oh, there we go. I can't really remember what happened, but I really think my sister pierced my right ear. You know, with the old needle and an apple in the garden. So the hole's a bit dodgy. I must have been very, very young. Okay, I have some Karen Millen bits. They launched this collection and I wasn't planning on getting this much, but I got it all because I was like, this is really nice. I plan on going to Dubai, hopefully at some point this year, like maybe in March, I think. And this collection was just epic, by the way. I don't know if I should show you this. You know when a fashion magazine has like a fashion closet? My hallway, it's a really long hallway, and I have rails down the whole side of it, which I've never ever showed you, should I? So, if you're wondering why I'm here, that is why. They launched this new collection, let me see, Amelia Graham. I'll have a Google what Amelia Graham is in a minute, but I just adored the pieces, and I thought it would be perfect for like Dubai vibes, but equally just for England as well. This was what I loved. Like this, it's like some sort of kimono. Oh, imagine this on a beach with a big black straw hat or your big shades on. It's very Sex and the City. Like your swimming cozy underneath. The kimonos I actually, there's one from Ava and Edith, I think the brand's called Ada and Edith. And I wear it over swim costumes, but I also wear it as like an evening dress. I think you can really make this work. But I'm gonna hopefully try these. I don't know why I'm doing this in the kitchen. I feel like it's the only tidy room. So we'll just carry on in the kitchen. But this is stunning. It's got this real pop of like lime green. I just adored that. And then the back of it as well. Beautiful big thick black belt to like cinch in the middle. But I've also got with some silk trousers. It's given Dubai vibes. And I think, do you know what, I've never been to Dubai, but I really think it's a bit of me. I reckon I'd really enjoy it. This would actually make the best, probably not what it's designed for, but it would make the best cover up on a beach. Like I've got a black swimsuit on under here, and I'm just picturing me being bougie with cocktails by this, like the swimming pool. Such a vibe. I am a big cover-upper on holiday because I'm a burner. It's just not even worth trying. But this would be ideal for me. I think it's quite classy as well to be covered up on a beach rather than a thong bikini, which I do own. I do own one of them, and I wore it once and thought, no, it's not for me. But yeah, the gorgeous print on this. And then hopefully I'm showing you a couple of ways you can wear it here. So these ones were more appropriate maybe for this time of year in England. It's so jazzy, but I feel like we're in a world of neutrals, and sometimes jazziness looks really, really good. And they've got some wide leg trousers and the shirt to go with it, but I thought separately, this was like a black knit or a black shirt, this with like some black trousers. Like if you want a pop of colour, it's got this gorgeous thick waist belt around it. I just loved the quality of it as well. Like look at the detailing in the collar. Huge thick black waist belt as well, like very kimono-y vibes. Like look at the detailing. You guys, it goes perfectly with the earrings. So that was like jumpsuit number one. I got a bit carried away, I'm not gonna lie guys. This outfit is such a vibe. I feel like it's given summer. It's not quite winter vibes, but winter holidays or like thinking ahead, this would be something that would just be epic every time you brought it out your wardrobe. But even this top with like a pair of black suit pants would be great, like for more of a laid back feel, and then you can make it more bougie with the trousers. And then if that was too jazzy, they've got a more plain back, like it's like a beautiful green. Like look at that colour. And then they've got the edge of this is the waist belt as well. But again, separately, I think I love things like this because if you buy them both, you've got so many outfits in there. Like this with the white shirt, black knit, these are some trousers. Like even imagine that in the summer with some white trousers. It's given Emilio Pucci, I'm not gonna lie. Like that vibe. This colour, it's like almost black, but it's dark green. I love it. I want more stuff in this colour. Can we see? This is the collar that it's giving me Emilia Pucci vibes around the collar. It's almost like a jumpsuit, but I like that it's not because you can like mix it up. I'm about to put, hang on, also has this to go with it, but you could put that around your neck in some sort of way. But it goes around the waist. Okay, the best one is this bad boy. Like, this is a maxi dress, halter neck. Like, the pleating of this, it's got like a sheer black pleat. Just honestly, I don't even know. Like, this would be my Dubai wardrobe for sure. But I don't know when I'm going to Dubai. I've not even booked that yet, or have any idea what. It was just an idea, and I'm like, I need this. This is the wardrobe for it. Honestly, like, imagine having dinner in a beautiful restaurant in the Middle East with this on. Or in England, you know, just take a jacket. Okay, dress on. Look at the detailing. Little tie back. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see up close. Just the way it fits. I wasn't sure whether this went behind or in front, but I've left it in front. But this is the detailing at the front of it. I love the fit of it and how it goes out. If you want a wow dress, this is it. I'm going to show you one more thing, because it's actually in with my next video. I've got a gorgeous haul video of like H&M, mango caramelin, but I know I'm gonna put this dress on my Instagram and I want you guys to have a little sneak peek. I just think it's gorgeous, and I know it will sell out. Can you still hear me? Maybe I should show you. Maybe I should show you the fashion closet. So this is the most gorgeous, like Victorian, regal style blouse. It comes with the cami underneath it. But that's the blouse. I love the sleeves on it. I like, honestly, the detailing. I just love how much like detail there is on caramelin pieces. And then they have this beautiful skirt to go with it. Oh, holy moly, so good. I just wanted to share that with you before, if it goes out of stock before I get to post the next video. So I'll leave them linked down below too, and hopefully I've tried them on here. I've actually tried something new on my lips today, because obviously my favourite Pixie by Petra Au Natural, cannot find it anywhere. It seems to be like the only colour that's missing. I'm obsessed with it. But I thought I'm going to take this time and try new lip colours, and I think I quite like what I've done today. Like, is this a new vibe? I've done a little trick where I've gone in, this is Dashing by Tom Ford, mainly, and then I've gone in with like a darker shade, it's called True Colour 9, and like dabbed it around the Cupid's bow and on the bottom just to give it a bit more. But these are the colours, look at them. Let's focus on the lips next. So that is what I've got on my lips, because I know a lot of you guys ask. I don't know whether I should show you this, and obviously this isn't ideal. Like, ideally I'd have another room full of like I'm calling it the fashion closet. However, I live in London, and honestly the rent prices in London is ridiculous, so the fact that I've got a 2-bed is astonishing enough. So we're making use of the hallway. So this is the new in rail. It's just work basically, so it's any I know it makes no sense because I've got like every single cupboard in this hallway is utilised with its clothes, but I like to keep work separately so it like clears my mind. Does that make any sense? So this is like what I'm shooting for Lipsy, Cara Millen, we've got Holland Cooper stuff, and just things that I've been sent that I haven't shot yet but I want to at some point. So yeah, this is work. This is the 2 shoot rail, and yeah, I try and make it as organised as possible, but I swear if anyone comes around to my house, they have to walk through Narnia to get to... Luckily, okay, so let me do a little tour. The room at the back here, if you can see here, is the closet, the beauty room, and it has my wardrobe, like some of my wardrobe. That's the wardrobe room. Kitchen here, clothes, and living room is in front of you, bedroom, bathrooms here, and then all down the side is cupboards with clothes in. So yeah, that's a little bit of an insight into my closet. I wonder if I can show you. So if I open this door here, I makeshifted. I got these rails from Amazon, so I makeshifted anything. So this is like tops, knits, shirts. I think in London you just really have to utilize any space that you have. Ideally, in a really great world, this is why I like pick and like in my brain. One of the reasons I've not like bought in London is because my brain flickers between buying up north, obviously the house prices up there compared to down south are so much more reasonable. Like for a 1-bed in London, I could get maybe a 5-bed huge house up north. Yeah. And I constantly dream of like this house where I've got a closet and like just a room for everything, like a separate office. And like living in London, everything is always on top of each other. And with this job particularly, you need space in your house. It's literally like having a magazine running in your own home. Like the ins and outs, the packages and stuff like that. I think this industry looks bougie as hell and looks like we get lots of free stuff, free things, but behind that facade is a real tightly run business. Very similar to a magazine. That's probably the biggest comparison, is like the way you do shoots, the way you have products sent, like and imagine how big magazine offices are, and you're doing this in your own home. So I have to have what's the equivalent to a magazine fashion closet in my flat somewhere. But obviously I like to film in that back room, so it has to be presentable. So to have rails and rails of clothes in a room that I shoot in isn't ideal. It's just like, there's just more to it than meets the eye. Like, there's a lot more to it. Anyway, I'm gonna say bye now. I'm gonna finish this video here. I know I've literally just been in my flat this whole video. It's been a really quiet week on purpose. I just was really sad about the whole Oscar situation. I'm sorry for putting a Debbie Downer on this video, but this is my life and this has been my life this week. I know it's not always great to watch them cry. But the dog died and I was really sad. I just wanted to say thank you for all your love and support on the new kind of videos. I feel like you guys are enjoying the vlogs more than any other videos. So we're gonna continue. I'm gonna say bye and pick up the camera again tomorrow. I think I'm shooting for Lipsy tomorrow. We are Bond strutting, which is always so cold this time of year. So that's gonna be fun. So I'm actually gonna go up north as well. So maybe we just keep vlogging. I'm really not that I'm not looking forward to going home, but it's gonna be so weird going home without the dog being there. Like it's out of sight, out of mind a little bit in London, but he's always so excited to see me. I've just done my makeup, I can't cry.